Jay, good morning. Dopest mornings to you, bro. Dopest mornings. Hey, Queen. Queen, I was just looking for you over on Live Me. You were? Oh, wow. I don't know how I screwed that up then. No idea how I screwed that up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand Rising, my kings and queens. Dopest mornings. We at it. You know we gonna wait for some of my lazy crowd to enter the arena. Nacho. Scarface. Yay, yay. Yeah, what's up, Jay? Hey, no doubt. I'm blessed. Let me see what you said. I'm blessed to have had a chance to interact with you in the past and be tuned in, man. My guy, I appreciate it. Hey, lovely. I appreciate it. I haven't seen you over on my stream, but I'm glad you come in, man. Real shit. Maryland, aka Sex Appeal. For some reason, that song just gets me going. I hope everybody had a great weekend. King's Dopest Diva. We about ready to get this show started. I think I put together something pretty good for today. I'm going to need y'all to tell me on these video clips when they play today, is the volume working? Because for some reason, I have no way to tell if the volume is working on these video clips. So let's make it happen.
We run the city, we run the town.
Today on Dopest Mornings, we're gonna be talking about DJ Vlad. Did y'all hear it on that clip? You hear it?
We run the city, we run the town.
Alright, that's what's up.
We run the city, we run the town.
Yeah, sound is on. So, what we're going to be talking about is DJ Vlad. If you guys do not know who DJ Vlad is, he is obviously DJ, but he has a YouTube channel. Primarily focuses on hip hop, R&B, we're going to let you get into it. He did disrespected, lied on the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and the Nation of Islam is on his head. So let's see if we can. Good morning, Mercedes. Let's check this out.
And the reason why Vlad, so everyone can know, why did Vlad lie on Minister Farrakhan? Why did he take his words out of context? The words of Minister Farrakhan said that whenever you see a Jewish person pick up a stone, he was not saying physically. He was saying, he later on said, pick up the stone of truth and hurl truth at falsehood wherever you see it. He says that to us, period. Wherever falsehood is being uttered, we hurl truth at falsehood until we knock out its brains. Whether if you're white and you're speaking lies, black and you're speaking lies, Mexican, Indian, it does not matter. We must speak the truth wherever it needs to be spoken. And the reason why Vlad, so everyone can know, why did Vlad lie on Minister Farrakhan? Why did he take his words out of context? The words of Minister Farrakhan said that whenever you see a Jewish person pick up a stone, he was not saying physically. He was saying, he later on said, pick up the stone of truth and hurl truth at falsehood wherever you see it.
Wow.
He says that to us, period. Wherever falsehood is being uttered, we hurl truth at falsehood until we knock out its brains. Whether if you're white and you're speaking lies, black and you're speaking lies, Mexican, Indian, it does not matter. We must speak the truth wherever it needs to be spoken. And the reason why Vlad, so everyone can know, why did Vlad lie on Minister Farrakhan? Why did he take his words out of context? The words of Minister Farrakhan said that whenever you see a Jewish person pick up a stone, he was not saying physically. He was saying, he later on said, pick up the stone of truth and hurl truth at falsehood wherever you see it. He says that to us, period.
So,
wherever.
That's where we at. DJ Vlad had D.L. Hughley on his show last week. I think it was last week. And when he had D.L. Hughley on his show, the title of the show was Farrakhan, something along these lines. I ain't gonna quote it word for word, obviously. But the title of the show, Farrakhan, basically is telling people to hurl stones at Jews, which, as you heard, Farrakhan speaks in parables in regards to, you know, how he delivers his message. So he basically was saying throw stones of truth at liars, whether they be Jewish or anything else. Well, DJ Vlad was asked to apologize. He did not apologize. He did take the title down. I believe he took the video down as well. But it brings up a larger question as far as, good morning, plus size. It brings up a larger question as it relates to, I guess, what I started this whole Dopest Mornings out talking about, free love. And I'm gonna let you see why. We're gonna listen to that's Brother Rizza Islam. Y'all go check out Brother Rizza Islam. I am not from the Nation of Islam, nor am I a Muslim, but they bring the facts, they bring the information. It's a lot of people that are in an uproar when you find out exactly how much money is made. Good morning. How much money is made off of black people, and they get nothing in return. So let's check this out real quick. Brother Cam, this is my guy.
But our groupie people, our groupie ass people, you know what I'm saying, be giving these newcomers these, so much authority and power. People say, well, why you even go on their platform? Okay, well, let's keep it real. There's no difference between Vlad than there is from NBC, CBS, Fox News, BET. They're all the same racist, entitled people that's sucking the blood off of black people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that nobody, because he got a big platform. People go on these platforms, these media platforms, so they can get exposure, publicity, marketing and promotion, exposure. I understand that if you're an artist. I'm not saying don't go on Vlad's platform or whatever, but make him pay you. Make him pay you. That's when if you're going on the air with NBC and all these networks, they're gonna pay you. You're not paying them. The networks got to pay you to come on their platform. You're the talent. You're the one that's gonna get the ratings and all of that. So I'm not saying I'm not. I of course I'm gonna boycott him and I'm gonna put pressure on my people, but my people don't necessarily got no allegiance to Farrakhan like they should. They don't. Farrakhan ain't my leader. I ain't gonna. I know how Negroes and African Americans and colored folks think. So they still gonna find a way to say, well, cool. All them other blacks ain't going and shit. That's more airtime for me. They gonna them niggas just jump up and be all on Vlad nuts and be the next main co-host and whatever. I know how my people get out, but I'm just saying what we're responsible for. If you want to, go get up with the devil and lay in bed because, I'm trying to get my people out the bed with the devil. But if you, okay, that's more room for me now. Okay, well, go hop in the bed with him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you know what you hopping in the bed with. So when he give you the coronavirus, when he give you the devil virus from hopping in bed with him thinking that you getting over, then you know that you got what you paid for, what you played for. But no, we don't accept that. That's not an apology. That's not an apology. And even if you did apologize at this point, me personally, I would not accept nothing. I'm standing on my word. I gave you an hour. You could have did that yesterday when I said do it within an hour. But you wanted to exercise your power to resist and to defy and shit. One of the brothers, the real members of the Nation of Islam. So no, I don't care. I don't care when you do it. I don't care what you do. Me personally, I'm not accepting no apologies from no Vlad. Period. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But our groupie people, our groupie ass people, you know what I'm saying, be giving these newcomers these, so much authority and power. People say, well, why you even go on their platform? Okay, well, let's keep it real. There's no difference between Vlad than there is from NBC, CBS.
And the reason why
Brother Cam, I can't disagree. I can't disagree at all because here's the fact of the matter. If the Honorable Louis Farrakhan was a Christian, you have so many people in the black community that would back him in his words because they definitely wouldn't misquote his words as often and as purposefully as they do. It's absolutely the truth. So what would happen is if we boycott Vlad, DJ Vlad, if we boycott him, what's going to end up happening? It's going to be a whole bunch of quote-unquote sellouts that they're going to look at it as their opportunity to get on his show, to promote their product, talents and services. However, it does far more harm than it does good to the black community. Now, as you can hear, Brother Cam said that we need to get paid. Now, mind you, In some of these next clips I'm gonna play in a minute, y'all gonna hear a couple brothers speak on that as well. My thing is this: throughout time, especially modern times, anything black has been stolen. Whether it's fashion, whether it's music, whether it's ebonics. I don't know who came up with that term. But our slang, our lingo, how we move, how we walk, how we talk, all this shit is stolen and then monetized. But we either getting peanuts on the dollar or we ain't getting shit. We getting peanuts on the dollar or we ain't getting shit. Again, it's crazy that somebody like DJ Vlad has so much control, and for what? And for what? I don't know. Let's ask Brother Corey Holcomb.
Vlad from Vlad TV misquoted the minister. Now this stuff, first of all, let me say this. From what I understand from a source that I call reliable, Vlad don't like the fact that the minister wouldn't go on his show.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Now, I'm going to tell you something about this Vlad shit. I might have said this before. Yeah. I don't got nothing against Vlad, and I don't know Vlad. Well, I ain't going to say I ain't got nothing against him now that I seen he, from what I feel, intentionally misquoted the minister and a couple other things that happened. Vlad tried to get me to go on his show. I didn't know who the fuck he was. So when my people was like, yo, they want you to come do this show, woo, woo, woo. I mean, I'm just not like the regular nigga. I was like, well, who the fuck show is it? And they like, oh, it's this dude. I'm like, is it major industry production? They like, no, it's in a fucking little ass spot in Van Nuys. I'm like, so his shit like mine, right?
No, that was the wrong question.
No, let me get this one out, Bobby. So I said, I got in touch with Vlad. And I'm like, well, shit, come do my show, I'll do yours. He ain't want to do my show. So you know what the fuck that mean. I ain't finna do yours. Vlad from Vlad TV misquoted the minister. Now this stuff, first of all, let me say this. From what I understand from a source that I call reliable, Vlad don't like the fact that the minister wouldn't go on his show.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Now, I'm going to tell you something about this Vlad.
He wants you to do his show for free. Vlad wants you to do his show for free. He wants you to do his shit for free. Now let's get into this real quick. I want y'all to see something.
Mr. Vladislav, you are a Ukrainian Caucasian male from Russia who moved to America when you were 4 years old. You have made, as of January 17th of 2020, upwards of $10 million on overwhelmingly black people being interviewed on your YouTube channel alone. This is not any of the other money coming from any of the other things that you do, but just simply on and from your Vlad TV's YouTube page. And again, the overwhelming number of interviews happen to be with black artists, black producers, black rappers, black singers, black anything. Mr. Vladislav, you are a Ukrainian Caucasian male from Russia who moved to America when you were 4 years old. You have made, as of January 17th of 2020, upwards of $10 million on overwhelmingly black people being interviewed on your YouTube channel alone. This is not any of the other money coming from any of the other things that you do, but just simply on and from your Vlad TV's YouTube page. And again, the overwhelming number of interviews happen to be with Black artists, Black
$10 million. I have my mic on mute. I was just mouthing $10 million. $10 million. 10 mil. $10 million for free shit. I hope y'all listening to me, because everybody think this should be a big ass game. Oh, Dopest be wanting us to go subscribe and hit the notifications and tell people. It should be way more people in here. If a motherfucker like Vlad is making $10 million strictly off of YouTube, why my black people ain't all making this money? We fucked up. We fucked up in the head, yo. We are fucked up completely in the head. I mean that. We refuse to support our own, even when it comes to free shit. That ain't people that went to Vlad TV on YouTube and spent money on his channel. That's strictly from people that went to his channel to watch. What? I mean, that mean all my people should be out every day trying to find new viewers for this shit right now. $10 million. Let me get this One Love family $10 million and see what we could do with it. Motherfuckers should be working around the clock. It should be fucking 150, 200, 300, 400 viewers in here right now. Are you serious? $10 million? The man ain't sung a note. He ain't rapped a bar. He ain't played an instrument. I ain't never seen him. He doesn't even go on camera. He doesn't even go on camera. The camera's facing the artist the whole entire interview. $10 million. But we refuse to give free love to our own. I'm just trying to figure out, where is the sense in all of this? But again, like Cam said, I can understand if you're going on the platform to promote your talents, skills, services, and whatnot. However, you deserve to get something. Because $10 million. So now we need reparations from DJ Vlad. Can we get reparations? He need to go back and pay every motherfucker that ever been on this show something. That's how I feel, personally. He need to pay everybody that's on that show something. I mean, quite honestly, this is what happens every time we have an opportunity. Corey Holcomb said some good shit. He said we fucked up because the same niggas ain't gonna come do our show for free. You go look at the list of names he got on his interview. They not gonna come do my show for free. What? Shit. But to help this motherfucker make $10 million? What old girl say? This is beyond me. I just can't. for the life of me figure that out. It's the reason why I wanted to do this topic today, because it's fresh as well. But just the fact that we are so complacent and satisfied with being treated as second class human beings, not even citizens, human beings, because we don't get the credit, we don't get reap the rewards and benefits in abundance as these people do. Yeah, I mean, you know, I could see if he had Justin Bieber on there and Christina Aguilera and Pink and, you know, but man, you directly making your money off of a culture that was created and built by blacks and people of color. $10 million. DJ Vlad. It's the truth. It's the truth, man. You know, we spend so much time, like I said, knocking down our own. When motherfuckers say, oh man, that brother got a good idea, I want to help that, you know, get paid. What can I do to help that get paid? You know. What can I do to help that entity be successful? Whether it's music, talk shows, the exposure is directly related, because like I said, it wouldn't be no exposure if we wouldn't have built it up. Say for instance, DJ Vlad came on at the same time as let's just say me. Let's use me. It got to be everything coming out your mouth, Nacho. How can we get the majority on board? It got to be what you pushing. And, you know, we were going to talk about this, too, as far as in terms of, like, motherfuckers just want to have fun. Nobody want to put the work in. Man, I want to have fun. I was talking to somebody last night. I said, man, I'm so immersed into this. You know, I do have fun and I enjoy being a streamer. You know what I mean? But there's other things that I want to enjoy as well. But this is a sacrifice I have to make in order for this to be successful. Who else gonna sacrifice? You got one person sacrificing. That's not a movement. You got one person sacrificing. That's not a movement. You got one person that's all that come out their mouth. They breathe, they live, they eat, they shit. That's not a movement. So again, everybody want to say that they pro-black. They with this blackness. Are you really? Because motherfuckers seem more to me inclined to get a bottle and get high. I mean, shit, I sip. I smoke. That doesn't take precedence over this. So you got the motherfuckers that put the work in, but maybe because I'm not the right complexion. See, I had to go through this all through the live streaming. See, now you got a lot of black top live streamers on some of these other not Instagram, YouTube, so forth, but the other live streaming platforms. You got a lot of big streamers that are African American males. When I started 4 years ago doing this, there was probably two. King of Diamonds and a brother named Hardhead. It was probably two. It was probably two. Because you know, in its infancy, the live streaming platforms, they promoted mostly the beach blonde, the beach look. If you went and look at Live Me's, when you upload the app, download the app, and then you open up the app, you'll see the little, you know, the girl jumping with her hair, you know what I mean? Like, it's a certain look and a certain thing that they promoted. They had no black man on there. Definitely not. They wasn't gonna sit there and promote a 40-plus-year-old black man, African American. Nah, I wasn't in the cars. I wasn't young enough. You maybe not tatted enough. I don't know. Not enough piercings. I have no idea. What I do know is it was extremely hard to get a following. So my thing was I always gotta, I had the Mamba mentality. I gotta work twice as hard as the next person. While the next person is asleep, I'm gonna be streaming. You know what I mean? Like, that was my way to get ahead, was put in the work. Put in the work. Now, if every person throughout this network that we've created brought in a person, we would see the same results as a DJ Vlad. Then you'll have $10 million in your own community, to build facilities, books, resources, and these things. But instead, we give it to a motherfucker like DJ Vlad who ain't finna spend a nickel in our communities. I do hear some people within the family, and when they stream and whatnot, they say, hey, go. It's usually when I come in. Oh, that's King Dopest. Go check out Dopest TV. You should be doing that shit all the time. You should be doing that shit all the time. Should be doing that shit all the time. But, since we at this point where, like I said, we so used to making other people money instead of our own, it's become embedded in our subconscious to sit back and allow people to not only make money off of us, but even a worse crime than that is that they continuously disrespect us. I'm gonna let y'all listen to brother Royce the 5'9". And reason why I like Royce, I'm not gonna play his whole clip. It was about 4 minutes long. You guys could go look it up on YouTube. He's not speaking from a place of anger. You know what I mean? He's not streaming from a place of anger. He's streaming from a place of concern and truth. So let's check this out real quick.
Mr. Farrakhan is a very regal, deep, intellectual, cerebral, great man. My respect, love, and admiration for him will never waver. Not in any room with any person. Ever. My respect for him is non-negotiable. So you can't have a relationship with me if you don't respect the minister. I followed the thing. I seen the video. I seen your statement. I'm not even trying to be like that, but from a personal level, from just me and you, and I didn't feel the need to call you. I needed this to be public. I don't want you to call me. That statement is not satisfactory. You address the fact that you took the video down. That's fine. You need to understand that that's the minister. That's not one of the rappers. It's not Professor Griff. It's not fucking Big U and Whack 100. That's Minister Farrakhan. Don't speak his name unless it's in a favorable way, or you make sure that you have your facts straight. The man speaks in parables. If you don't understand it, then you don't have to listen. I don't force anybody's ideologies on anybody. Everybody can delve into what they want to delve into, But me personally, I feel like the universe favors discipline, and the universe favors a man who's firm in the things that he stands on. And I'm firm with this. I can't have a relationship with anybody who can't respect the minister. So I'm going to need you to apologize, my brother. And I say that with all due respect. Peace and love. Mr. Farrakhan is a very regal, deep, intellectual, cerebral, great man. My respect, love, and admiration for him will never waver. Not in any room with any person. Ever.
You know, Royce the 5'9", considered one of the best rappers out. He's done the Vlad show. I had Cam on here. Y'all saw a clip of brother Cam. Cam has been on Vlad's show. They have had other people from the Nation of Islam on DJ Vlad's show. However, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan chose not to do the show, and now we have this issue. Now we have this situation. You know, we so fast to be able to talk about. If we was talking about some bullshit right now, everybody'd be all up in arms. But really, everybody in this motherfucker, anybody watching and listening, they should be 100% about trying to find a way that they could get involved, to find a way to put the money into the right people's hands that are going to make improvements for not just them, but for their children. Because DJ Vlad has already set himself up to take care of him, the next generation up under him, and the next generation up under him, for sure. While all these artists that you see on there with their chains and this, that, and the other, I'm pretty sure in about 10 years, the majority of them is going to be broke. They're going to be talking about the records that they used to make, the tours that they used to do, the fans that they used to have. That's just the reality of the situation, is that we allow, and this is just speaking on DJ Vlad in this situation, but this permeates all different kind of arenas, whether it's music, whether it's YouTube, whether it's, you know, everyday business. We will go out, spend our money, time, energy, and everything else to promote something that's not going to be in our best interest. I really wish people would go as hard for their own as they go for DJ Vlad's and any other motherfucker culture vultures that are stealing and monetizing our lives, our culture. Good morning, Grand Rising, Treasure. Real talk. I just really wish that people would take a bigger, because I'm going to be honest, I appreciate everybody coming in here. But if everybody, you know, if this was church or something along them lines, you know, you'll bring people to church with you. If this was a concert, hey, let's go check out this concert. We need to do more. And I implore my people, my One Love Nation, my One Love family and friends, supporters, lurkers, haters, and others, to do more. To do more in the promotion of people's products and businesses. I'm actually working with All-in-One J Management, who just came into the building. On the last couple weeks, we've been communicating on doing some network events. And that's primarily me helping in any way that I can to help build up our networks through this show, through whatever platforms we have available to us. That's progression. You know, that's the barter system. What can I do to help you and you help me in return? That's how it's supposed to work. But we got people that's worried about a whole bunch of insignificant bullshit. They want to deal with feelings and all this other shit while these days is going by. And there's somebody else out there making that money while you sitting around wondering, twiddling your thumbs like, damn, how's the whole world fucking passing me by and I can't get ahead? You can't get ahead because you don't want to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Can't get ahead because you don't want to put the work in. But I guarantee you, DJ Vlad, every Jewish person that he got with him was out there in some way, shape, or form trying to bring another brother to come watch his show. $10 million. I want y'all to wrap y'all head around that. $10 million strictly just off of YouTube. Black content. Latino content. Hip-hop content. The man ain't rapped, sung, done none of dance, none of that shit. He doesn't even go on camera. Just go watch one interview. It's crazy. $10 million. Again, so if I tell y'all, my people, most of which in here are of color, we can make $10 million, man. All y'all got to do is go out. You got to get one of your people to come in, click on, hit the likes, share it to something, this, that, and the other. And we bypassing that money. That should be the... Y'all got the person that's willing to put the time in, right? Right? Invest in itself. I'll invest in myself. It don't, it's nothing. I do that every day. Put the time, put the money, put the energy into what I'm doing. But it can't be done by ourselves. Now, if it is done by myself and I reap the rewards of my hard work and the fruits of my labor, and then I say, well, shit, I'm not sharing this with none of y'all. What did y'all do? Sit back and watch? How did y'all contribute? Did y'all help build the movement? It's got to be a collaborative effort. Because, again, we fighting from behind the 8-ball when you got somebody, like I said, that they may have more capital. Because, right, if you got the money, then you got the power. So if they got the money and they can flood the shit with money, that means we got to work harder. We got to do maybe a little bit more than the next guy to be successful. Now, who's willing? Everybody scream they down for their people, man. I really get tired of hearing that shit. I'm going to be honest, because where are they? Let me know. Because I guarantee you my phone ring way more about some bullshit than about some money. Hold on, let me say that again. I guarantee you my phone rings a lot more for some bullshit than it does about some money. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it ain't hard. It ain't hard. Everybody got a friend. Everybody got most people got a sister, brother, cousin. If we talking about views here, Vlad TV made $10 million off of black folks strictly off views. No merchandise sales, no special appearance money. We're talking about strictly off of YouTube. He has made upwards of $10 million as of July. I don't understand. That's the only number I got to hear or see. 10 million. Let's go back.
Mr. Vladislav, you are a Ukrainian Caucasian male from Russia who moved to America when you were 4 years old. You have made, as of January 17th of 2020, upwards of $10 million on overwhelmingly black people being interviewed on your YouTube channel alone. This is not any of the other money coming from any of the other things that you do, but just simply on and from your Vlad TV's YouTube page. And again, the overwhelming number of interviews happen to be with black artists, black producers, black rappers, black singers, black anything. Mr. Vladislav, you are a Ukrainian Caucasian male from Russia who moved to America when you were 4 years old. You have made, as of January 17th of 2020, upwards of $10 million on overwhelming.
So it wasn't until this culture vulture, DJ Vlad TV, wasn't until he disrespected the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It wasn't, hey boo boo, it wasn't until he disrespected Minister Farrakhan that people want to start paying attention to these numbers. The very first show I did on Dopest Mornings, on Dopest TV, was entitled Free Love. And I, from the jump, tried to express this to my people, the importance of the free love. For every person that y'all could get to hit the thumbs up, for every person that y'all could get to share, to come view, to come interact, to join into the conversation and bring something to the table. I mean, I don't really know what else to say outside of the fact that I can't see it being nothing else. And it's not hate at all. It's a whole bunch of people that want something for nothing. How you gonna achieve success when you want to put in a minimal effort required? You want the ultimate success with the most minimal effort that you could put into something. Oh, I want to get up and go live for an hour and my shit gonna be popping. My shit gonna have gifts and I'm gonna have a fan base and I'm gonna do this. It don't work like that. It just does not work like that. You know, I think we all wish it did. That we could just pick something that we wanted to do it whenever we wanted, and it turns into a success. I bet you we wish it did happen like that. That's not the reality. The reality is, you know, I like to grow things, fruits, vegetables, shit, weed, whatever, right? And in learning to grow, I realized and learned one thing. And, you know, you can apply this in anything in life that you do. Whatever you put into that plant, whatever you put into that harvest is exactly what you're going to get out of it. So if you neglect your harvest and you don't give it the right things it needs to grow, then you're going to have shitty fruit, shitty vegetables, shitty weed. Right? Same thing with this. I took some time out last night to put together these little clips as opposed to just getting on here and saying, well, you know what Cam said? Well, you know what Corey Holcomb has said? And DJ Vlad is this. No, it's some stuff to go with it to give you the proper presentation. And as you guys know, every time I do something, go look at the first Dopest Mornings compared to Dopest Mornings now. It's about progression and growth. Anything stagnant dies. So if y'all laying around doing the same shit every day, your shit is guaranteed to fail. That's a fact. Guaranteed to fail. Anything stagnant dies. So, you know, we need to work on the growth part of things. You know, so this is a challenge to anybody watching that's sitting there saying, man, I like to see my man King Dopus with $10 million. I can only imagine what King Dopus and the One Love family would do with $10 million. They'll be making changes all over the world. But again, as is our mind state, we'll rather give the fucking $10 million to the powers that be that ain't gonna do nothing for you but steal your culture, to steal your heritage, to steal everything that you about, and then they monetize it. It's a numbers game. Stop playing with the emotions of oh, that could be me. It'll never be you unless it's somebody before you. If it was no fucking Frederick Douglass, if it was no Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Minister Louis Farrakhan, if it wasn't none of these people before me, there probably wouldn't be a me. But all them people I named, you go look at how little sleep when you hear people talk about Martin Luther King, how much he lacked sleep because he was always writing, because he was always preparing. Go listen to the stories of Malcolm X on his diligent studies and thirst for knowledge so he can bring people actual factuals. You understand what I'm talking about? Nothing comes without work. Nothing. So, you know, the fact that, like I said, you know, I give up my sleep. I'll give up, you know, sacrifice time with my family for this. Because at the end of the day, I do want to see an improvement. Not just with my people, with the message that's being put out. Now, if I was getting on here doing some coon shit, it'd be a different story. But the fact that we on here talking about something of substance that has a meaning in your everyday life, that has an outcome for your children and your children's children that could be beneficial, then yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice whatever, whenever. So a lot of y'all talk a good one. I'm going to be honest, I don't want to hear that much of this black pride, black power shit unless y'all actually going to be doing something. Because other than that, it's just talk. Now, if you go live and you speak on it in your broadcast, everybody can contribute in a way that they're able to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a singer, so I'm not going to make an R&B album to try to further the cause. That's a waste of time. And more than anything, it'll probably be a detriment to the movement, right? I'm going to do what I'm good at. If you're good at doing pictures, make pictures, draw, be an artist. If you good at organizing, be an organizer. Organizers and people of that nature are very important to any movement. The people that collect the information, that collect the resources for the movement to have strength and power. You know, that's where it's at. You know, make yourself, like I said, we're going to talk about, I've been wanting to do this, maybe we'll do a Friday. Like, what is your legacy going to be? So we'll discuss that on Friday. I want y'all to think about, like, what's your legacy going to be? First thing, if you're a parent, your legacy should be, I was a great parent. That's going to take more than just you going to work and you loving your kids. You got to attempt to make the world a better place for your children to live in. So in turn, your grandchildren have an even better and more beautiful world to live in. It's a trickle-down theory. You know what I mean? So what is your legacy going to be? Now, if you setting good examples for your children, whether it's just by your work ethic, by how you carry yourself, that's fabulous. But you can one-up that by doing something for your community, your people, because your kids are not going to be living in a home isolated, well, hopefully without this COVID shit, but for the most part, they're not going to be living isolated. They're going to be living in a community and a society. So what are you going to be doing to make that community and society around you better in any way? Again, utilize your talents to make a difference, whatever those talents may be. If it's cooking, maybe you cooking for the homeless. Maybe you cooking for some people that are less fortunate, that can't be there for their children. It's a lot of different ways that you can make a difference. So I guess today's show is primarily about that. It's primarily about us making a concerted effort, because we can only start right here with whoever's watching this, right? We can only start right here, whoever's watching this. If Vlad made 10 million, then it should be no reason why we shouldn't make 10 million. It should be no reason why the next brother or sister to come along that has a show, that wants to interview people, shouldn't make 10 million. And all you people of color out there that's talking about black this, black that, and you can't take 15, 20, 30 minutes, an hour out of your time to do shows for people of color, to allow them to surpass someone like Vlad, to where he's not the top show to go get on if you a up-and-comer rapper or the latest hood topic, because that's what he likes to do. Whatever's popping in the hood. Like he broke the Omarion, Lil Fizz, I forget Omarion's wife's name, but he broke that story. You know what I'm saying? He likes to go interview the big time dope dealers that just got out of prison and talk about their criminal past and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like, again, for those of you that do stream, make sure you throw that in there. Whether I'm there or not, you throw that in there. The Dopest TV, man. Come check it out. Hit the likes, hit the comments, subscribe, hit the notifications. Yeah, it's baby mama April. Yeah, April and Lil Fizz. Yeah, they broke that story. Man, Vlad got millions of views off of that in one day. You know what I mean? But that's again, we do it every day. We get on Tag, Live Me, Bigo. We make these. I know personally, myself and the One Love family, we've made these corporations hundreds of thousands, if not $1 million. Let that sink in. But there are black men out there. You know what's so crazy? I used to feud with these two brothers on Live Me. One's name is Mopar. He's in the auto parts business. Brother got a lot of money. Another dude's Elder God. He's a real estate dude. Man, we spent so much time going at it. And I always try to tell them brothers, man, y'all brothers done spent $500,000 upwards to $1 million on this live stream and sending gifts. You want to argue and bicker back and forth with another brother when y'all motherfuckers could have just made your own platform. When is that coming out the pipe? Like our literally our own platform that's created by blacks, it's ran by blacks, the promotion of the blacks is on par with the other apps, how they promote theirs, right? I don't get it. It's black brothers that do coding and things of that nature. So what's the hold up? Everybody talking about they got a bag. When we go on these live streaming sites, all these motherfuckers got a bag. Every nigga on that motherfucker. Nigga, I got a bag. Every female on there, child, girl, I got a bag. How much did your hair cost? Bitch, these is them $300 lashes and blah, blah. Yeah, come on, man. Miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with the bullshit. Ask yourself this, especially if you have children. Are you doing enough for your children to be living in a better world? Are you? Go look at your child, look them in the face, and honestly ask yourself, are you doing enough for your child that you love, that you birthed or raised, to be living in a better place than what you are in right now? I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. Let me know. I'm curious. I'm curious because I bet you a bunch of people in here, and I love and adore. They being real with themselves. They know they could do better. You should strive to do better. That's the truth. Like they say, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. Cammy. But anyway, I enjoyed this topic, y'all. Always, every day. That's what I'm talking about. Man, y'all stay vigilant, active, in the pursuit of one love, man. For real. Y'all know the slogan, free love is the best love. I only know one love. Tomorrow, we got a great topic. Plus size love. Okay, Ashley put this together. We gonna be talking about parenting and discipline tomorrow. So that's gonna be the topic tomorrow: parenting, discipline, different forms of solutions for, and things of that nature. We got a lot of strong mamas in here, some fathers in here. So we're gonna be talking about parenting. Stay active so you don't have to be reactive. Right. Strike first. Stop trying to counterpunch all the time, because you might get hit with one of these haymakers and be out the game. That's a very powerful statement there. OneLoveFam.com. So yeah, we got some good stuff this week. Good information. As always, I do love y'all to pieces, man. And I appreciate y'all taking the time out of your morning to share with me. But remember, there's somebody else out there that needs the message as much as you do, if not more. So make sure y'all share what we talking about with others, because otherwise they not gonna know what we know, what y'all found out today. Like, y'all like, man, what, Vlad made $10 million off of his YouTube, off of blacks, just off of views for free? Y'all wouldn't have known if you didn't tune in, right? So make sure y'all get somebody else to check it out. I love y'all, and I will see y'all out there in them live streaming streets. And if not, I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Dopest mornings. One love.